Hey there everybody, my name is Heretoga and welcome back to our survival season of Vintage Story. In the last episode, I asked all of you what kinds of things you would like in Room B of Anakin Castle. And I read every single comment as I always do, and some of you left some really awesome ideas. I love it, and I'm going to do every single one of them. So let's take a moment to just go through some of these ideas. Alright, I hope you don't mind me mentioning your names, people. Okay, so now that room B has 2 floors, okay? 2, lower and upper floor. Liz J. Walker came up with a name of that room, which I like a lot. The Hall of Friends, I love it. And she suggested to sculpt something that reflects my appreciation of all of you folks, and I have something in mind to get sculpted up as my gift to all of you. And also that coincides with Chard Pino's request of chiseling a statue in-game. Ooh, well, I've got 2 ideas. One is from Liz J. Walker's suggestion, and the other one, I think you're gonna like it, Chard Pino. I think all of you are gonna like it. Also, Deb Emerson suggested to put some guards at the entrance to the treasury. Ooh, some guard armor. Statues. So that's what I've been working on right now. I've been pouring out some tin bronze because I would make them out of gold-plated armor, but I don't have much gold, I'm afraid. But I'll talk more about my off-screen resource gathering in a moment. But Deb Emerson also suggested to put a library and a fireplace in room B, so I think that would look really nice either on the lower or upper floor. I haven't decided yet, so we're going to do that too, because we do have a lot of blueprints and scrolls and surplus books, and I think they'd look good in there, so I'll do that. Also, there's 2 people here, Ugly Karma and Marco Exposito Vivas. I hope I said your name right. They suggested some kind of a museum, and Ugly Karma went into detail about this, so a room of natural science and history, like all the different tool types you go through in survival mode, all the different plants, all the different flowers, etc. I think that's an absolutely great idea, a museum of vintage story. So I'm going to work on all of those suggestions and try and fit it all into those 2 rooms there. Okay, so yes, those guard armor statues I'm gonna make out of tin bronze because it looks like gold. I know it's cheap, but I did try mining for gold at a place I found in the past. I did manage to get a bit more gold and silver, but I've had to use some of it to make black bronze ingots for one of the metal types to make all the different tools. There's like 13 like tools that you can make. There's like 13 different ones, so I had to make 13 ingots of black bronze, and there's also bismuth bronze as well, because I have to get it in durability order. Like copper, tin, bismuth bronze, black bronze, I think that's the right way around. And then we've got iron, meteoric, and then steel. But then we also have gold and silver grade of tools, but I don't think I'm going to make those, because in survival, you're not really going to make tools out of silver and gold, are you? Because they have... One, it's really expensive to do that, and it's quite hard to get a lot of gold and silver. And 2, gold and silver tools, they've got really, really low durability, just like in that other block game, you know, that other block game. So I'm not going to make gold and silver tools. Now, I did put some milky quartz glass on, so I think this is done now, because I'm gonna need this quartz glass. Is it milky? It's just normal glass. I want milky glass. Okay, I'll use it anyway. I think it would still do the job. Let's just plonk all those bricks on there. Yep, so I've been doing a lot of resource gathering off screen. I've spent the past 3 or 4 days gathering resources, so it's a lot of footage to record and show you. So I just, you've seen it all before. It's not very fun watching me gathering resources. So, but yes, I got some of my stone types back. Not all of them. But there we go. Is this glass still hot? It is still hot, isn't it? Okay. Let's cool it down a bit faster. There we go. Zoink. Okay. Right, so I've taken a lot more treasure and stuff like that up at the castle. I think these two are empty. Yep, those are empty now. Yeah, okay, let's get on down to the castle and I'll show you what we've got going on there at the moment. Come on, legs, run. Also, I did move the exit portal to this portal hub into the castle, so we can just go straight to the castle from our garden now. Ta-da! There we go. Okay, this is going to give you a clue as to one of the statues I'm going to chisel. That's going to give you a clue. I'm going to leave it there. Alright, let's get in. Okay. So on this side, I've gathered some things that's going to go into the museum. So if I open these chests, because one of the things I'm going to put in the Museum of Natural Science and History is all the ore types. And these are all the ore types I have. There's actually 20 different ores in Vintage Story. But some of them I'm not gonna be able to get for the museum yet, like lapis, uranium. Those are going to be quite difficult for me to find. There's also emerald and diamond. I can hear voices. Okay, they're outside, okay. Yeah, so some of them I won't be able to get, but I have all of these. How many is there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 15 there. So 15 out of 20 is not bad, is it? But yes, that'll be one of the sections, all the ore types. Also, there's all the stone types in the game. And if I look at my sheet here, yeah, there's like 6, 12, 24 different types of stone, I believe. Yeah, 24 different types of stone. Some of them I'm going to struggle to find. Not many. Like phyllite, kimberlite, scoria volcanic, tough volcanic. And as for the marble, there's 3 different types of marble. There's white, pink and green. I have white and green, but I don't have pink. But there's one more stone type that I don't know if I'm going to be able to get, and it's called Devastation. Devastation rock. Which I think, I'm assuming here, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I'm assuming that Devastation rock is Vintage Story's equivalent of bedrock? But don't quote me on it. Yeah, so this is for the library. All of these scrolls, blueprints and books. I might get some more books from my house to fill up the library a bit more. There's also all the log types. There's 12 different log types. Yeah, so ebony, walnut, purple heart, bald cypress, larch, redwood, pine, acacia, kapok, birch, oak and maple. Not a problem, I can get all those. There's also 25 plantable mushrooms. That's not all of the mushrooms in the game. There's only 25 of them that you can actually plant in pots, because you can't put every type of mushroom in pots. And there's 16 different saplings as well, and 19 different flowers. So I've got to acquire all this stuff for the Natural Science Museum. Yeah, so that's what I've been trying to gather resources for. We have a ceiling in here now. We also have a ceiling in the treasury. And I made a couple of more tables. And I just plonked some stuff in here. You know, this is all the jewellery. And then over here we have the more jewellery. Because for some reason you can't put like all the different jewellery in the display cases, so they've had to go in these chests. Okay. Yeah, I've just got a few tidbits, bits and bobs in here. I did find another resonator, which was pretty cool. I found that last night, actually. So I was like, yes. Because I went and did a little bit of dungeoneering just to try and find more of these torch holders. And I did manage to get some more torch holders here. What's in this chest? Yeah, just gemstones and things. But like I said, yeah, both the rooms have an upper floor now. So if I go round, I think it's this way, and then it's in here. The castle's so big I can't always remember my way. Oh, here we go, here we go. So this is the upper floor to the treasury, which is probably going to be empty for a while, but hey-ho. If I go back down, always shut the doors. But yeah, the top floor of this room is just the same as that one, but there's a chandelier in each room. Each one has 8 candles on now, and candles are made a bit differently in this version of the game now. You have to use a cooking pot and flax fibres, so I chiselled out a chain so I can copy that into the other room and make that as a chain. But if I fly up here, there we go, look, it's a nice golden chain which holds the chandelier there. But we've got plenty of room in here. We've got plenty of room. I need to think, like, which room's going to be which. Does the library go upstairs and the museum downstairs, or what? Because the library's got to have a fireplace. I think I might put the library upstairs, you know. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And then we can have the Natural Science Museum down here. So that's what we'll be working on today, is adding some of the things in here. One of the things I could start with is all the ores. Seems though they're here. And we've got 15 of those, right? So how many display cases have we got? How many display cases have we got? We've got 6, but I can make some more. Yeah, let's make some more. I think it's like this. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There we go. Speed counting. And I need... Actually, these ores don't need plinths. Okay. Well, we can do that bit now. Wait, before I do anything, I need to eat. Oh no, there's a drifter there. Oh man, I need to get this place lit up. Go away. Pokebomb hole. It's not going to have anything in it now. So he came from round this corner, didn't he? Yeah, it is a little bit dark in that corner. Maybe I should put some torch holders on the other side of the door there. Just to stop that from happening. I think from there it'll have enough light. We'll get there, we'll get there. Right, now, 15 different types of ores. I'm thinking I can put them along this back wall. Right, and then this wall can be all the different types of stone and logs. Yeah. This is going to be enough room, right? Let's say we start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's pretty perfect, actually. So I'm thinking, if I get one first, right, let's grab these. There's also malachite, but I'm going to lump that in the same box as copper. I'm going to count from this end, because I want that one space there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right, so if we plonk that there, yeah, and we put one of these on top, and then we can let's put the big crystal there, like that, and then that one can go there. The malachite can go there, and the nugget can go there. There we go, look at that! Wow. Yes. I think that looks pretty cool. I could add a sign on the wall that tells you what it is, but I think we all know what it is, don't we? Okay. So we've got some more of those to do, so... Yep, I'll get all these laid out along that wall, and then we'll see what it looks like. Alright, all the ores have been laid down. The 15 types that I can get my hands on. I think they look nicely displayed out here like this. Yeah, I think they look good there. So on this wall we're going to have rock and logs. Let's just put that there. So these are the rock types I have at the moment. I don't have chert yet. There's also pink marble, halite, the two volcanic stone types, phyllite and kimberlite, but when I come across those I'll add them to the museum. But these are the log types I have at the moment. I don't have kapok, acacia, larch, ebony or purple heart, but I can get those though. So, how many logs are there? There's 12. So I could stack these up in layers of 3. So if I start here, so we've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then angel belt to the rescue. 1. Yeah. So there's 5 more I need to get there. Okay, now the stone. Let's see here. I'm keeping track of all this on paper. So these can be arranged in layers of 6. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 8 more stone types I need to get for there. I can't promise that I can get all of them, but we have stone, a place for the stone and wood types. Is that empty now? Yeah, that's empty now. Let's pick this up. I'll pop this down here. So I've put a plaque on the wall, the Hall of Friends, and what I also want to do is I'll grab the rest of these plaques here. What I'm going to do, everybody that's left suggestions for the Hall of Friends, I'm going to put your names on these plaques right here on this wall. Okay, so I have to get the size of the font right as well. Liz J Walker, Deb Emerson. I hope I'm spelling all these right as well. I do apologise if I'm not. Ugly Karma. Let's make this a bit bigger. Let's try 32. Ooh, that's too big. 28. 28? I think 28 looks good. So I can fit 3 names on each one. Right. Whoop. 28. So let's go 28. Yeah. This is quite a long name. Marco Exposito. I'm just going to put Marco Exposito because it's such a long name. I can't fit it all in. But you know who you are, right? Chardpino. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the comments again, just to make sure I'm not missing any names here. We've got room for more names, so yeah, keep suggestions coming. Guys, keep suggestions coming. Let me know what you would like to have in these 2 rooms. We're going to have the library upstairs, and then this is the museum, but it doesn't matter what your suggestion is, just hit me with it, and then I'll put your name on the board. Right, because this is the Hall of Friends after all. So, yeah, there we go. Yay! Right, put those back in there. So, some of the stuff in this treasury needs to go in the Science Museum. Like all the sciencey stuff, right? Like this resonator. We've got some flasks and chemistry jars and stuff. We have these devices. This is the device we got from slaying the Eidolon in the Resonance Archives, so that has to go in there. We've got this strange device which I've heard is from the Back to the Future film, from the DeLorean car, which is quite amusing. I love that. And we have all these other science instruments, like the Alidade, which is looks like a little telescope. We have a globe. We have locust machines there. This thing, this ruined cache. But we've got also other things like an insect in amber and these skulls. You know, that kind of stuff needs to go into the other room. But I need to make table for these things. I'll probably make another one of these tables in there, and then we can place those objects down in the middle here. But I've got to squeeze in a lot of things in here because there's going to be a lot of plants, which I think I'm going to put on shelves up on the walls. So we're going to have potted plants, flowers, and mushrooms in here. And we've also got all the tools to put on racks, so, and all the ancient ruined weapons as well. So yeah, I think I'll use these alcoves here for that. One side can be for the tools and the other side can be for the ancient stuff. Yeah, but it's coming along slowly. So I'm going to replicate this chain in the other room now. So, and I think those blocks are chiseled already, but I'm just going to make sure. Angel belt. Just gonna make sure, yeah, they're chiseled already. Okay, so let's get the pantograph. Right, we're just gonna copy the shape. So let's do the top first, right? We'll press F, we'll go add shape, we'll go left click, right? We'll go over here, press F, we go paste shape only, and then right click. There we go. Let's do the same with the bottom half. F, add shape, left click. Oh man, this belt is such a time saver. F, paste shape, right click. There we go. Okay, now the chandeliers are done in both of the rooms. If I get any more chandeliers, what I might do is have 2 in each room. Like, I'll probably put them here and there, because it is the best source of lighting in the game when you put all the candles on there. Because this end needs lighting up a bit better. So hopefully I'll come across some more chandeliers, because there is more dungeoneering to come on screen. I know I do some of it off screen, but there will be more dungeoneering to come. Yeah, right, so the tapestries, like I said, I was doing a little bit of dungeoneering for these torch holders. I did come across a few new tapestries and I brought them in here. And I started making some of the frames around them. It's from polished sandstone rock. One, because it looks like gold from a distance, and 2, because it's sandstone, it matches the castle, because this is a sand castle. So these have had a whole day with these blocks around the tapestry, and none of the pieces have plucked off the wall or anything, so I think it's safe to assume you can put frames around your tapestries. So, and if you get stuck for like ideas of how to have the frame, because you can have them all the same, but if you want them to be different and you're stuck for ideas about the patterns, look at the actual tapestry itself and look for some patterns on there and use that same pattern for the frame, like I've done with this one here. You see how it looks the same? So if you get stuck for ideas, just do that. Some tapestries don't really have patterns on them, so you're going to have to get creative with the design of your frame there. Yeah, and then a couple more. I did a couple more over here. See, I could have done this pattern all the way around, and in my creative world I did do that, but after doing this one here, I moved on to doing this one, and it's kind of a similar shape, but I went a bit creative. So sometimes the creativity just comes to you in the moment, so don't fret about staring at a tapestry wondering what to do. Just get your blocks around it, get them chiseled down, and then the ideas will come. So eventually I'll get all these tapestries framed up, and it looks quite cool, doesn't it? Giving your tapestry as a frame. Alright, well, I better get a table chiseled out. I might do 2 thin ones so we can walk between them. So I'll probably put like one here, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One there, 5 blocks across, and then the same here as well, because that'll give us a bit of space to walk through the museum and actually have space to go around things. So I think I'll do that. You've already seen me chisel this one, it's just going to be the same but thinner. So I'll get that done now, and then we can start placing some of these objects down in there. Okie dokie, the tables are down, and I'm just placing some of these objects in here. So I've got 3 objects here, but I'm going to put these on display. Probably up against this wall here. Let's try like this. And then put that in there. Put that one. Put that in there too. There we go. Alright. Yeah, it's getting there. Hey. It'd be better when there's stuff on the walls as well. I could get some like rugs down and stuff. But this is looking more like a museum now, isn't it? Yeah, it just needs to be lit up a bit better. I definitely need to get a couple more chandeliers. Probably be able to buy them from the furniture trader maybe. But yeah. Alright. Alright. Doing well. The treasury's not really that lackluster, even though there's still more things to put in here. But I think both of these rooms will grow over time. Yeah. Some of this stuff I can't pick up because it says may shatter if broken, because these are objects that I found in chests. So these are stuck there. Unless I pour glue on them and get rid of them, but yeah. So this stuff will have to stay in here. I think we're doing really well. So, what have we got left to put in here? We've got tools to make. We've got all the ancient weapons to bring in here as well. But I have something to chisel up now. As a token of appreciation to all of you folks. So I'm going to be grabbing all of these here. I think that's all I'm going to need. And it is going to go on one of those as well. Now, even though I'm going to chisel it in here, it's not going to stay in here. It's going to go in the library. But I think here is a good spot to chisel it up. So let me get this down. I want to be in the light as much as possible. Yeah, we'll get that down there. And then we'll place down... I think it's 2 blocks tall. So I need one of these. So I need one of those. Yeah, and I need one of those. Might be better to have it on the floor. Yeah, I think it would be better to have it on the floor. Let me get the hammer and chisel and correct this. Because I can't tell you what it is yet, but I want you to be able to see on the top of it as well. So if I chisel these, do I have a pickaxe over there? No, but I've got one outside. Let me just grab a pickaxe. Grab that. I'm running out of food as well. Right, let's pick these up. This is how I collected the ice, by the way. When I went resource gathering up north to the conglomerate area, when I was up there getting conglomerate stone, I noticed that some of these little lakes had ice blocks in them. And to be able to collect those ice blocks, you have to chisel them first and then pickaxe them, and then you can collect them. Right, let's get rid of this. There we go. Now we can place those down. There we go. That's better. Okay. All right. Well, I'll try and mimic what I did in the creative world. So I'll fast track the rest of this then, as long as I don't starve to death. Okay, there we go. I think it's done now. So we've got a bee harvesting pollen from daisies. I hope you like it. But it's Liz J. Walker's suggestion, and I think it's absolutely fabulous. Yeah, I like it. But yeah, this is my gift to all of you, and also Chard Pino. I hope you enjoyed watching me chisel out a statue in Vintage Story. However, there's still one more statue that I'm gonna chisel in this game, but I think I'll save it for the next episode, that one, because it's going to be a lot bigger, and it is going to be an ice sculpture, but I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be. You'll have to wait until you see the episode. But here we go, a bee harvesting pollen. I think that's a good representation of Vintage Story, even though the bees in the game literally look like that, just you know, but we've got a proper bee now, so I think this would look pretty good in the library. Yeah, I think we'll save that for the library, and it's in 2 parts. So you've got the grass and the daisies and the buds as one part, and then the bee as a whole as the second part. So I could rotate this around. Can I I can rotate it around, hey! And I can rotate that around as well, so that's pretty cool how modular it's turned out to be. But yeah, I hope you guys like it. See, it's got some pollen stuck to its gaster there, and it's got 2 big wings and 2 little wings, the antenna, the eyes. I think usually a lot of bees have like a black body, but I didn't want it to be too black, so yeah, it's got a little fluffy bottom around its stinger there. Yeah, you'll have to let me know if you like it. I'm sure that you do. I like it. I've only created this one other time, and that was in the creative world, but I never added sandstone cobblestone on the gaster or the top of his body there. And I didn't do the grass like this in the creative version. It was just a peridotite plate with some daisies coming off, but yeah, I think that's absolutely fabberoo. And I've done underneath as well, so I haven't cut any corners here. But yeah, there we go, folks, our first statue. Hey, I did want to use like milky quartz glass for the wings, and I tried to make milky quartz glass. I put quartz, not clear quartz, just normal quartz in the bloomery, and it turned out to be normal glass, so I don't know what happened there. But yeah, it's going to sit there until we get the library done. Also, halfway through, I got caught in a temporal storm, and I was equipping my shield and my sword, and just as I was doing that, like some tier 4 eldritch horror just one-shotted me, and I died right here. So I had to come back. Well, I had to sleep at home first, and then come back and carry on. Whoa, 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 whoa. So, yeah, there you go. We've done quite a bit today. We've got some display tables down on here with some sciencey stuff, and we can put more tables in here eventually, like on the corners. I'm going to make some shelves and get loads of plant pots created for all the saplings and the flowers and stuff. So we've got some foraging and gathering to do soon, which will be a nice adventure, just to get outside for once and go exploring and gathering mushrooms and flowers. But yeah, it's all for the museum, and thank you to all of you that suggested things to put in here. It's still not a closed thing, you know, I'm still open to suggestions always. So if any of you have more suggestions or anything, just leave them down in the comments section. And if any new people have suggested anything, then I'll add you to the board. Also, if you don't want your name on the board, then please tell me and I'll take your name off. Okay? Alright, well, I'm gonna leave it right here, I think. Oh, love it. Alright everyone, be good. And hope you've enjoyed this episode, and if you have, then be sure to like, share, comment and subscribe. And I'll be back for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.